The Bloodstone Chronicles, Book 1, A Darker Sun by David Inkling.
From the first to the last, we're unfolding in the transfiguration of God. He is holy. From first to the last, we're unfolding in the transfiguration of God. Sing glory in the movement of stars, unfolding in the universe. Sing glory in the movement of stars, unfolding in the universe. From first to the last, we're unfolding in the transfiguration of God.
Chapter 1. A Boy, a Stone, and a Bird. Tom runs through the dark trees, breathless. He chases the voices. Is it 2 or 3? Another shout, and then someone is hit. A harsh thud upon flesh, and a brief cry of pain. "Don't lie to me." The words cut into the darkness. They're underlined by the crisp hiss of a knife. The man's command whips through the trees, and in the tension on the air, Tom's heart beats even faster. He slows, steps forward carefully, wonders who would dare break tradition to wield a weapon in this place. Who is it? No one he knows comes to the stone circle this late at night. Even when they do, it's only ever for prayer before a celebration or a festival. Weapons are banned inside the circle. Everyone knows that. They must be outsiders, from beyond the dales. "Get on your knees, believer, and start praying." The harsh voice mocks, is defiant. "And just hope your God isn't deaf." Tom freezes. Should he speak? Can he help? Or will he get hurt? The second voice utters words that are colder and firmer. "We know you have it, so there's no use denying it." He has to try something. Tom moves closer. He approaches the edge of the woods, and something flies by him. It flutters like a thought over him, so that he slows. He pauses, and the thought flies off. He stops at the edge of the copse, then stands behind a clump of trees. As he looks out, he's just in time to see and hear the tallest man order the other to get the rope. He can barely see their faces. Why are they even fighting in the circle? Their grey shadows shift in the dim light and fade. Then the cloud overhead rolls on, and the moon shines down. 2 bearded men bend over a third on his knees. Right there within the sanctity of standing stones, they grip the man violently, pull back his head by his long blonde hair. His head is wrenched upright so his throat catches the soft silvery light. There's a steely look in the poor man's eyes, and he stares at his oppressors defiantly, almost daring them. The men shift, and light catches the edge of the blade that waits near his throat. That face! Tom knows him. His gasp shocks him into frozen silence. It's one of the young shepherds from the lower dales. Owen Springfield. Why isn't he terrified? Does he still believe he's safe there, that the circle will protect him? I know you have one, the tall man says, and he presses the dagger's edge close to the shepherd's throat. You're carrying it. Hand it over, or... Or what? Owen says. Well, this is the end for you, my friend. You're no one's friend, Owen says, and smiles. And the end you speak of, how little you know. You don't scare me. I do not fear death as you might. It will not be the end of anything. It will be a beginning, the start of something you cannot even begin to imagine. The tall man raises a hand, strikes Owen across the face. String him up, he says. The words hang in the air, brief and blunt. The other man shoves the shepherd against the standing stone so that his face hits the surface with a dull thud, and Owen cries out. Slowly, the commander says. We don't need to rush this. I want to watch the sad hope drain away as the fool's last breath leaves him and his eyes slowly dim. Tom closes his eyes. The noise of Owen's struggle strangles the air, and he's forced to listen to each gasp, each splutter. He cannot move, even if he wants to. Fear anchors his heart, his mind, and his body. Must he endure the killing as it unfolds? Could he not rush out and startle them? No, they'd kill him. He's useless, feeble, he knows. The dagger's point would pierce him in a second. But why pick on Owen? Is it a robbery? Some fight in an inn, moved into the darkness where Owen's neighbours can't intervene? Where others won't witness the shedding of blood? If so, why bring him out here? Why drag him all the way over to the circle? Why leave his body in a place that will enrage every villager and desecrate the truce? Everyone knows a stone circle is sacred. Tom opens his eyes, looks on, silenced in terror. The rope tightens around Owen Springfield's neck, and he's raised up. The shepherd's body pulls down heavily, and he kicks, then struggles feebly. With a final lift, his feet move and jolt against the stone. He searches for ground behind him with a frantic but dwindling kick. In a few moments, he hangs fully suspended, and his gasping breaths stutter in the darkness. Tom is thankful he cannot see the agony he imagines etched across Owen's face. I'm sure your God will appreciate a little blood, the commanding voice says, and its owner draws the blade across the young man's neck. It is a cruel bloodletting. It's what you do, isn't it? He adds. Make sacrifices for the harvest and other nonsense. Tom closes his eyes once more. The gurgling and sputtering stops. When he looks again, Owen's body hangs limp from the rope. He's dead, says the shorter man suddenly. The weight of his own guilt seems to drop heavily into his consciousness. He steps back, as if to contemplate what he's done. So we've killed him. What did you expect? Then, terribly, the tall man raises his blade and slashes down brutally at the shepherd's torso. But he does not, as Tom first thinks, desecrate the corpse with a macabre and bloody mutilation. He rips open Owen Springfield's garments. Again and again the blade hacks away until something heavy falls. It lands on the ground with a soft thud. You were right, says the shorter man. Look, Caleb. And he points to a faint glowing object. But it's hardly worth it after all, is it? It's only a grey. I knew he had it though. I knew he was lying, the commander says and pokes the corpse. You'll say anything to stop us getting even these paltry ones. What'll you do with it? The accomplice says. Send them to the city. Well, what the chug do they want them for? You don't need to worry about that. City folk just want them and will pay a good price. They know all sorts in the city. There's mysteries to unravel with such things. For now, it helps me get by, and it buys a little privilege. Don't you go worrying. Kashed. This stone will be of little value. But things is changing. The kill will make the locals see the bishops mean business. And that's when we'll prosper. Some of us, at least. Just be patient. These farmers and shepherds won't be able to hide their shinies forever. I don't know why they bother. Most of them don't even follow stone law. It's just tradition. I was just talking to... Don't you believe a chug of it. They have faith in all of it. Every last word. And all that it promises. They're all deep believers in the blood. And they've all got stones buried somewhere. Kashed says nothing. He stares at Caleb, who glances at the edge of his knife and at the red blood of Owen Springfield. Well, we'll see what they think of a bit of blood spilt here, shall we? We'll soon see just what else happens when the time comes. What time's that then? Kashed asks. The new tide. The tide that's turning, the century change, city folk, talk of the moment. Something's rising, and it's not just idle chat. I, for one, will be ready, and I'm going to make the most of it. Meantime, we can just scare 'em, these locals. Make this just a nasty little robbery, shall we? Bet they'll happily agree to that, just to keep things stony quiet. Nobody wants to see too much blood shed for a bloodstone. So you want it to look like a robbery then? Smash him up a bit more? Why not? You go ahead. He won't complain. Kashed lands some violent kicks and punches on the corpse. Here, you have his purse, Caleb says magnanimously, knowing he'll keep the full fee he's already been paid for himself. We don't want the villagers thinking we were only after the shiny. If word spreads, they'll become even harder to find. Tom looks down at the grey stone lying at Owen's feet. Is that really a bloodstone? He's heard stories about them. Rare stones lighting up and shining, but only in magical stories. This one lies on the ground, and its shine is now only a pale shimmer of light. Or is that just the moon's reflection? Like everyone else he knows, Tom has never actually seen a bloodstone. Most adults are too embarrassed to mention them. Shinies are a joke. The mention of bloodstones is almost taboo. Even in the Sun Hall, the maester rarely uses the word anymore. Bloodstone sits uneasily on Tom's tongue and in his consciousness. Owen's body hangs motionless over the grey, smooth object. It's the end for him, after all, in spite of his final words and his bold resistance to fear. Tom has seen him die for it. Why would he choose that? And what is that faint light dying at the heart of the stone? Is that what the girls speak of so eagerly in school? Tom looks into the shadows and strains to see more, but he cannot see it. It's gone. Where it had been shining and shimmering only a few moments ago, it's faded. Hey, Caleb, where the cheek is it? Kashed's voice is fraught. Caleb steps closer, drops down and searches for the lost stone. Kachaz! He curses into the air. It can't have gone. It was right there. He scrabbles around. There are plenty of other ordinary stones, pebbles, really, that are scattered across the centre of the stone circle. He picks them up one after another and throws them down with increasing frustration. But the sad grey light has gone. All the stones at Owen's feet look like any other river rock. I needed that, Caleb cries out. It's no big deal. I thought you said you had some anyway. I do. Well, how many? Kashed asks. What you got? 5. 5 measly stones. So what do you need? 6. All different colours. They pay a lot more if you get a clutch. You think there are more in the village? Oh, I know there are more here, Caleb says, looking out of the circle. He stares into the darkness, where the scattered lights of groundwells shine across the dales. I can feel it, he says. It's as if this place is alive with stones. The two men walk away, and Tom looks up at Owen Springfield. Whatever he thought he was keeping or hiding from the thieves has cost him his life. His blood has been shed, spattered where blood should not be shed, and that alone will upset the older folk. As he stands there, the wind hums softly, a faint melody. Then as Tom watches, softly, the moon shadow of a bird flutters down and settles onto Owen's head. It's a small bird, not quite as big as a thrush. It twitches, then cocks its head sideways. "Shoo!" Tom calls out. He claps, then throws his hands up so the bird flies off a few feet. "Leave him alone," he calls out. But the bird stays, and as Tom watches, it opens its bill and begins to sing out a slow, somber whistling lament. When it ends, it flies off, swift and sudden. It is gone in the breeze. Tom stands there transfixed. He's silenced by the beauty of the soft sounds, and for a few moments he stares at Owen's body, subdued and calm, and then he looks down and kicks at the stones beneath the corpse. There are too many river rocks, grey and lifeless. Where is it? One of them, he knows, is Owen's stone, a bloodstone. Why didn't he just hand it over? He'd still be alive. Tom turns away and wonders what he'll say about what he's seen. He knows he'll have to pretend he's seen nothing. He'll deny the attack, and he'll deny the stone. He knows he'll have to keep the news a secret at all costs, and he won't even tell anyone about the bird or the song. If Eleisa hears about any of it, she'll be insufferable. She'll want to come out here and search for the stone, and then go off to the wish pool, and she'll want to cast it. And if she utters any prayers with a bloodstone, who knows what power will be released.